How China is using artificial intelligence in classrooms. A quiet revolution is underway deep in China's peaceful countryside and busy cities. Leading IT companies, labs, and classrooms themselves are shaping the future of the country. Greetings from today's Classrooms of Tomorrow. China is transforming education by utilizing artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is improving education access and efficacy through individualized experiences and intelligent tutoring systems. With today's resources, educators can accommodate every student's distinct learning style and pace, guaranteeing that no student falls behind. China is integrating artificial intelligence into education to create opportunities, improve learning results, and get the next generation ready for an unlimited knowledge future. It's not just about technology. Join us as we examine the cutting-edge ways AI is transforming Chinese education and opening the door to a more intelligent, interconnected world. Zhu Yi had horrible math skills. He took a chance on not getting into college. Then at his middle school in Hangzhou, China, a company named Squirrel AI made a personalized tutoring promise. He had previously used tutoring services, but this one was unique in that an AI computer would select his classes rather than a human teacher. The 13-year-old made the decision to attempt it. He had improved from 50% on his tests to 62.5% by the conclusion of the semester. He received an 85% on his last middle school exam 2 years later. He recalls, "I used to think math was terrifying. However, I learned through coaching that it's actually not that difficult. It assisted me in taking the initial step in a new direction." Silicon Valley is also very interested. In a March publication, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation acknowledged artificial intelligence as a valuable teaching tool. John Koch, Apple Vice President of Education, praised Squirrel AI in his 2018 book Rewiring Education. This year, Squirrel and Carnegie Mellon University created a collaborative research center to explore mass customization in education and eventually export the results worldwide. Experts are concerned, however, about the path this rush toward AI in education is taking. They claim that at most, AI can assist educators in fostering the passions and strengths of their pupils. In the worst-case scenario, it might strengthen the worldwide trend towards standardized education and testing, leaving the next generation ill-equipped to adjust to a labor market that is changing quickly. Squirrel, one of China's largest AI education providers, draws attention to this conflict. Furthermore, it provides a window into how China's experiments may influence the rest of the world, making it one of the most suitable for international expansion. The interior decor of the school is simple. The foyer is compact, bright, and accented with lime green. The entire corridor, lined with happy student photos, connects roughly 6 classrooms. Inside, faded tree decals and straightforward sayings like "Be humble" adorn the walls. There is just one table per room designed to seat 6 to 8 people, with no whiteboards, projectors, or other equipment. The laptop serves as the teaching tool. Both educators and students are deeply engrossed in staring at screens. In one room, 2 pupils participate in an English tutoring session while donning headsets. Zhu is one of 3 students who attends 3 different math classes at once. Before turning in their solutions online, they solve practice questions on paper. A teacher monitors the students in each room using a real-time dashboard. At various points, one of the teacher's screens shows them something that makes them move to approach and kneel next to a student's chair. They spoke quietly, probably in an attempt to address a question that the teaching system cannot address. Even though I'm only a few feet away, the quiet hum of traffic on the street below drowns out what they're saying. "It's so quiet," I remarked to the small group of firm and school employees that have gathered for my tour. "There are no sounds of teachers lecturing," the regional director of Hangzhou says with a smile that seems to have a trace of pride. Second, Chinese academia is highly competitive. The Gaokao is the college admission exam that 10 million students take each year. People regard your score as the primary predictor of your future success, determining where and whether you can pursue a degree. Parents are happy to spend money on tutoring or anything else that helps their kids succeed. Lastly, Chinese business people can train and improve their algorithms with an abundance of data at their disposal. The country has a large population. People's views on data privacy are more relaxed than in the West, and parents are strong advocates of technology because they have witnessed how much the industry has changed the nation in a short period of time. Practice questions, notes, video lectures, and worked examples match the established knowledge points. A knowledge graph, which is also based on the expertise of the master teachers, encodes their relationships and how they overlap and build upon one another. Before starting a course of study, a student takes a brief diagnostic exam to gauge her understanding of important ideas. Should she properly respond to an early question, the system will proceed, assuming she is familiar with related ideas. The system generates a rough outline of her to-do list in 10 questions, which it then uses to create a curriculum. The system updates its model of her knowledge as she studies, and modifies the curriculum accordingly. As more students use it, the system identifies previously unknown links between topics. The machine learning algorithms subsequently update the relationships in the knowledge graph to reflect these new connections. Although AliCase also performs some of these tasks, Squirrel asserts that AliCase's machine learning optimizations are more constrained, theoretically making it less efficient. Despite the hand-selected students providing their testimonials under close supervision, their relief at discovering a solution to lessen the often harsh academic environment moves me. Not unexpectedly, Lee, the founder of Squirrel, sees more for his company than just coaching. His goal is to bypass the limitations of after-school programs and incorporate his curriculum into the regular classroom. Judith Treviranus, a professor at the Ontario College of Art and Design University, explains it in more detail. She invented personalized learning to increase diversity in the classroom. Individualizing the learning pace allows students with varying capacities to acquire the same content in different amounts of time. Students may receive different incentives to accomplish the same goals. Here's why statistics are relevant to your love of baseball and alternative delivery methods, text versus video, if the path is individualized. We met at Squirrel's Shanghai headquarters a week after I visited the Learning Center. He gives me the big tour in the manner of a subtle performer. The office decor here is somewhat ostentatious, with each wall showcasing various facts about the company and its accomplishments in stark contrast to the modesty of the Learning Center. This includes every media mention. Lee gestures for me to move a few paces further to my immediate left, where a TV clip is replaying. He claims that the game show pits Squirrel's tutoring system against a human teacher who is among the best in China. After 3 years of instruction, the teacher solves difficulties on stage with 3 of his pupils. The teacher appears more and more defeated and ashamed on TV. I remark, "He looks so sad." "You observed." Lee chuckles. Lee lays out his final vision with an analogy. He claims that human teachers will be like pilots when AI education prevails. Mostly, they will assume a passive role, monitoring the readouts while the algorithm controls the aircraft. Occasionally, however, it may step in to calm down a passenger who has become agitated due to an alert, such as a student experiencing harassment. He states, emotional communication will be the focus of human teachers. Pan's ultimate goal for AI in education is to completely do away with standardized testing. Why do we put people through tests to find out if they are good or bad for 2 or 3 hours? He queries. He believes that in the end, artificial intelligence will produce adaptable learning environments that benefit both exact and analytical pupils. Our goal is to use technology to transform Chinese education in the future, Pan consistently declares. The decisions that China must make in light of its ongoing large-scale AI education experiment could potentially alter education globally. I appreciate your looking. Remember to subscribe and like our YouTube channel.